Hey guys, I'm so excited to be able to start this new YouTube journey, and thank you for clicking on this video. Okay, so the lighting is going to be changing a lot in this video because I am in my Atlanta Ballet dorm and it's currently 7:14 and the lighting is really bad and the background is even worse. So when I get back home, I'm thinking about getting a ring light and actually starting to do like good quality videos. But for now, I'm just so excited to get into this video, and yeah, let's get right into it. Okay, so I get asked this question all the time, and the answer is simply that both of my parents were born and raised in Cuba. My mom is a professional dancer at the National Ballet of Cuba, and yeah, Spanish is my first language. I went into preschool not knowing how to say a word in English. My favorite thing about ballet is definitely performing. Although I love ballet class, I feel like if ballet was only ballet class, I would just not love it as much as I do. Black Swan. I absolutely love this variation. I could do it for the rest of my life. Like if I had to choose one variation to do for the rest of my life, Black Swan. I absolutely love this question, and the answer to this question has to be when I was 10 years old, I won my first competition. That is my favorite memory. And the reason behind it is not because I won, but because the year before that, I was 9 years old and I attended the American Dance Competition, also known as ADC, and I performed this. I know, cringe, I was not very good, but I was only training 2 hours a week and I won 5th place. So when I won 5th place, it was a shock to my whole entire studio and my mom and my dad especially. So once they saw that I had a little bit of potential, they started taking dance a little bit more seriously with me. Well, actually no, a lot more seriously, and I started taking it a lot more seriously for myself. And that's when I was like, okay, I really want to be a dancer. Like, this is what I want to be. I started training so much more. I went from doing 2 hours a week to 2 hours every day. And my improvement showed a lot in my results. The next year, when I was 10 years old, I won the ADC Grand Prix Award. And it was my biggest accomplishment because I went from not really training to training really hard and to actually like see my improvement. And I don't know, that's when my love for ballet and my inner I want to be a ballerina came out. My all-time favorite company is definitely the Royal Ballet, which I can assume is not a surprise. I feel like most people absolutely love the Royal Ballet. But yeah, ever since I first laid eyes on a video of the Royal Ballet, I was just like, oh my god, like they're perfect. And yeah, Royal Ballet, hands down. Who is my favorite dancer? Okay, so I'm so obsessed with this dancer that my parents flew me out all the way to London just so I could see this dancer. That's how much I love her. And well, I just said her. My favorite dancer is Marinela Nunez. I'm sure most of your favorite dancers is Marianela Nunez, but ever since I was a little girl, I would watch her videos. I would copy her like artistry. Her technique is a little hard to copy since she's so freaking perfect, but I would fall asleep every single night watching her videos. Till this day, I just follow her Instagram and I watch everything she does. And her La Fille Margrethe with Carlos Acosta is what made me love the Royal Ballet. So, Marianela, I love you. Like, you're my Justin Bieber. Like, girls be freaking out about any artist. I freak out over Marianela Nunez, literally. I like you guys to be the judge of that, but I would say big jumps. Like, I love doing saut de chats and grand jetés and just jumping as high as I can. So, big jumps. An actress, which honestly kind of surprises me because I've never done an acting class in my life and never been in a world without dance. So, ever since I was a little girl, I've always wanted to be a dancer. But I think that if I lived in a world without dance, I would want to be an actress, simply because, honestly, it's something that's always called my attention. I'm very interested in being a full-time dancer, but still getting a little bit of acting here and there. I think it's a great career for a dance career. You know, they go hand in hand. And also, I just love being in front of an audience. And yeah, I would always choose the entertainment industry no matter what. So thankfully, I love ballet, but if ballet wasn't there, something definitely in the entertainment industry, which I would believe it's acting. Dance. This is kind of hard because I don't really think about it. I just dance and I love it. Like, sometimes I'm not in the mood to dance, and once I'm in the studio, I'm like, okay, I'm in the mood. I like this. I'm enjoying this. But I think that a big part of my inspiration for dancing is my mom, simply because she made it. She was a professional dancer at the National Ballet of Cuba, and that gives me pressure to like make it. But at the same time, my inspiration for dancing is just like, I need it. You know, I need dance. I'm a little lost if I don't have dance. Kisses to Brazil. I absolutely love you guys, and this question is kind of difficult, but at the same time I have a gut feeling, and my gut feeling is telling me that the worst life lesson I've learned is that not everyone has the best intentions for you. In high school, I learned this lesson, and it's basically that a lot of people you come across do not want what's best for you. They don't really care what's good or bad for you. They just want you when they need you, and that's it. You know, like, they're not going to be there for you. And if you say that you can't miss dance, they'll tell you, why not just miss one day? And they just do not understand that dancers can't miss one day, no matter how you tell them. Because I would tell my friends that I can't miss dance. Missing dance for me is like you guys missing school. I can't miss it. So that's the biggest life lesson that I've hated. Fake people. Remembering why I started to dance and always seeing the bigger picture and of thinking why I'm dancing, that's definitely what keeps me motivated, especially at this age. I feel like at my age, you will start to, I don't want to say lose the love for it, because I still have the same love I've always had for it, but you start to like not think you could make it, or I don't know, you just kind of start losing hope. That's what you start losing hope. And when I find myself losing hope or something like that, I just remember why I did it, how many years I've dedicated to make it, and you know, I love it. I can't stop doing it. So that's how I keep myself motivated. My favorite animal is a monkey. I absolutely love monkeys. I love them so much that one of my best friends took me to go see monkeys and hold them and feed them. And here's a clip. I absolutely love monkeys. So, has anyone ever told me I look like Sansa Stark? You'd be surprised. I get told this everywhere I go. As a matter of fact, I was at the Varna airport, well no, Turkish airport, and they thought I was Sophie Turner. They literally pulled her up on their phone and they were like, oh, is this you? And I was like, nope, not me, that's Sophie Turner. But hey, I'm honored to be Sophie Turner. She's absolutely beautiful. So to be completely honest with you, no, I do not have a specific warm-up before class. I probably should, but I like to do a couple stretches here and there. Not my full splits, but definitely warm up my hips, do my splits a little bit. I like to move my feet around. I like to move my hips in circles, and yeah, I'll do a tutorial one day on how I do my warm-ups. So I used to have really bad feet, like really bad, and I still do not have the best feet at all, but they have definitely gotten better. And this is how I did it. A lot of people are against it, but it worked for me, and this is how a lot of Cubans also train for it, especially rhythmic gymnasts, and they seem to be perfectly fine. But basically, I like to stand on my toes. Stand up on a bar and just stand on my toes for a little bit. And then, yeah, just relax and make sure you just stretch out your feet the opposite way so you won't get injured. Okay, this question honestly might get me in trouble and my mom, but you guys have asked for it. So, I started pointe shoes when I was 6. That's when I got my first pair of pointe shoes, and that's when I took my first pointe class. Now, just because I say I started pointe shoes when I was 6 does not mean I was doing fouettes when I was 6. No, I was simply on the bar and I would just do pointe up, you know, just little simple work, pas de bourrée across the floor. And I had really big feet when I was little, so I fit into pointe shoes. And also, I did not do pointe class every day. It was once a week, if that, and it was just for fun. I did have my first pointe solo though when I was 7, and it was very simple. It was something my mom made up, but I did start pointe when I was very young. And also, I had a lot of bad comments when I was 9 years old, and it had nothing to do with my actual dancing. It was a lot about my feet. A lot of you guys were commenting that I was gonna have a ton of injuries and that my toes were gonna be deformed, and I just have to say that my toes are actually not as bad as other dancers. And also, thankfully, knock on wood, I have never had a super bad injury. I twisted my ankle once, that's it. And I twisted my ankle in dance, but it had nothing to do with the strength of my feet or anything. As a matter of fact, I seem to be more of a strong dancer, especially in my ankles, than anything else. So I'm good, guys. I'm in good health, and yeah. It is definitely not too late. I know plenty, well, I don't personally know them, but I know of plenty of professional dancers that decided to dance, to even just start dancing at 12. So best of luck to you. This is shocking, and sometimes I ask myself, what are you doing? But I have never sent an audition video. Any summer intensive that I have attended is simply because I got a scholarship at a competition or something. So why haven't I been doing this? It's simply because I've been really busy with school, and I also wanted to enjoy my school life. And now that I'm 18 and I'm old enough, it's crunch time. I will be auditioning this year more than ever, obviously, because I've never done any audition, and I'm very excited for this year. And I'm also really excited to start doing vlogs about each audition and what my career path is taking me through and what my journey is going to be. And that's simply what I want to make this channel about, my journey of being a regular girl trying to make it into the professional dance company. I actually will not be attending a university this year. College is honestly not really in my future. I'm one of those people who college is not for everyone, simply because my career path does not really need a college degree. I'm all for education, do not get me wrong. I was always in regular school, which is kind of shocking for a dancer because they're usually homeschooled, but I was never homeschooled. I always went to regular school, and my parents honestly forced it on me because I wanted to be homeschooled. But yeah, college is just not in my future. Not saying it never will be, though. I never know what life has in front of me, and maybe I will attend college in the future, but at least not for this next year. I will be focused on auditions and training and just being able to accomplish my lifelong dream of being a dancer. This question, again, same answer as before. My plan after high school is to audition and be able to join a company of mine and live in a city that I really enjoy being in, you know? I really want to be in a company that I love the city or the place that I'm in. I want to be happy in the environment I am in. And yeah, that's my dream. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. It has been honestly such a cool experience to be able to make my first YouTube video. I promise it will only get better. I'm gonna buy a ring light. I'm gonna have a nicer background. I'm also thinking about doing my Atlanta dorm tour. I remember when I was coming to this intensive, I actually searched up that video trying to see what my dorm was gonna look like. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and make sure to hit that bell button so you guys can see it. I have tons of video ideas and I'm so excited to share with you guys. Bye!